All right.
Hi, friends.
Oh, we gotta lower this.
Lower what? Oh.
Because it's talking to us. See, it's repeating what we're saying. We don't
Repeating
need
what we're saying.
that. Say what? I feel like this is super... We have sound effects today.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Look out. I'm going to let you hit some if you like.
Yeah, boy!
Yes. So, look out. We have new sound effects. This is our new toy that we would be playing with during the...
You guys get to watch us.
Yeah. The 3 people that do. You get to hear sound effects.
Dad. It's 45 email address.
You know what the worst thing is? I see your dad doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, I see him downstairs or doing a project upstairs, like in his, the work area, and he's just hitting the button over and over again. And then
he has every computer just has a different account on it.
The one day he forgets to watch it, it's like 2.
Right. Like the 4 people are on right now. It's just my dad.
Oh, no. We know the boss is somewhere in there.
All right, fine.
All
Shannon
right.
can be part of it. Can you get out of here?
Even though she hasn't commented yet. Usually the boss will have a comment. Did you watch our live?
You know I watched it.
If you watched our live, the Goofy Geek Boutique, we had lots of fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
We put it on, we did it with, or we watched it with my friends, and we put it on the big screen.
Yes. It's amazing how selling stuff can get so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Especially when some of the bows look like something else.
Yeah. That's funny because that's our first topic of the day.
Is it?
It is our first topic
Oh,
of the day.
boy.
So today...
bows are something else. Bows on something else.
Yeah. No. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to do like a fun fact thing. And first of all, I wanted to do history because I'm a history nerd. Mm-hmm. So I found all these history things and I was like, yes. And then I was like, no. So, all right, people walking by, screaming and yelling.
Sorry, I got really distracted.
Squirrel. So I decided to do just fun facts things I didn't know, like just things, some common things, some I'm gonna say like stuff that's like now, like updated things, and just some sciencey nerd stuff. So I thought that's what we go with. I don't know if there is something I'm going to say. If there's something you guys would like to see. What was that number again, Jesse?
Fuck off. 69.
Okay. All right. We actually have a footage of Jesse calling us. Actually, yeah, after the live. So this was her comment to us.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
And that was when I was sober.
Yeah. No, Jesse wrote in a number and it went from, I was the number 70. You wrote 79 to 17.
No, it started with 14 because that's how much the bow was.
All right. So it was 14,
right.
79 to...
It was 79, but it's supposed to be 70, I think.
Like, you went through this every number in the world, and I just wanted to give the shout out to Matt. Just totally... And that was her calling afterwards. And we were like, what? Jesse, are you okay?
I was not. I was 3 margaritas deep.
I was actually afraid because I wanted to text you and be like, are you having a stroke?
You could have.
All right, so I thought we start with...
What was that?
I know. That's that moment, like, I want to say something, we're going to move right along.
Okay.
So, one of our bows that night that caused a lot of thing was the Dr. Seuss green eggs and ham.
Oh.
Okay? But do you know he wrote it on a bet? His editor didn't believe the author could write a book in 50 words or less. And he did it with 50 words right on the dot.
Really?
Yeah.
And does that mean like each time he repeated it, that counted, or no?
No, I just think you couldn't write a book in 50 words. Like
Okay,
the whole thing.
Right.
If you counted every single word he ever wrote
I kind
in
of
the book.
want to, like, I believe it, but I kind of just want to grab the book and start
He's like,
counting.
I need to know.
I'd probably get lost at 3 or something. I have to start over.
Yeah, but you know what? This must have been, this has to be a different time because it's hard to think. No, it couldn't be because with like See Jane Run and all there was books like that were written like with like one, like one sentence on each page.
Right.
But I guess he wrote the book and he did it. And obviously that's one of his, even though isn't that the one that's kind of in a lot of trouble? Or is it another one?
No, it's
Oh, it's another one. I know.
I think he has a couple of them. I don't know which ones they are, but
You know what the worst thing is? I don't like his books. I never have. And just because he uses his own words or like it never appealed to me as a kid. I'm not saying anything bad about him. He wasn't my cup of tea. But if it was yours.
I remember because I wasn't a very good reader.
I believe this is the 34th episode we've had here. You don't read. You don't know how to read.
Each one. 45-minute segment on me just not reading. But I remember like sitting in between my parents and like reading the book and stuff like that. But it wasn't pretty. And those are simple words.
You were that little kid.
Yeah.
Oh there.
Alrighty.
It was more like
3 days later.
and we're still reading the book. The first page.
Just for you to know. So many.
Oh my god. You're going to be in charge of that because that's too much reading.
I can't with you too much. All right. There is a 107-acre forest made up of a single tree.
So the tree's that big?
That's what's...
Get a little junk in the trunk.
Yeah, okay? You
No.
okay saying that one?
Maybe I need a margarita.
That one hurt. Yeah, no.
You would think there'd be at least 3 of them in there.
3 of them? Wow, we're going to do the whole dad
Do we
tricks
just
with
leave that where it is?
That's what she said.
Wow, that took you a long time to find that.
That's what she said.
Moving along. Yeah, we just lost everybody on that one.
My
we
dad
don't even
jokes.
care. We don't care. It's just the boss listening now. The trembling
my dad.
giant. The trembling giant. In Utah, Fish Lake National Forest includes over 47,000 quaking aspen trees that share the same root system. Some scientists estimate it's close to 1 million years old.
I feel 1 million years old sometimes.
Where'd they get that one from? Oh. Yeah, I do too. There's times that I feel really, really old.
Yeah.
No, I mean...
Like when I'm playing with like my niece and nephew, I'm like, oh my god. What are you imagining right now? Like, what's going through your head? Sometimes I just look at her, I'm like, what are you thinking about?
I don't even know. I think sometimes they just do. They don't think. They just do. Trust me, as the older you get, That's crazy though. So it's all
one
different.
tree.
No,
Oh.
it's trees. There's
so
there's
it's
almost 50,000. Almost 50,000.
Okay, so what I was picturing in my head was
One
one giant tree. Because you said it was one tree.
No, it's 50, and they share the same root system,
Oh.
so it's considered one tree. Ooh.
Got to the root of that that fact.
Okay, this is a good one. I like this one. Baby elephants suck their trunk for comfort.
That one's about you, isn't it?
Ike, that's the wrong number.
Moving along. I
Yeah,
was gonna leave that one.
I have a comment.
We're not gonna talk about the elephant in the room.
Wow, you got them. Where are you getting all these tonight? You're
My
hot.
dad. I am hot, thank you.
Actually, I found this really interesting. And
That one just died.
I don't know. I hope not. I don't know. Maybe you should get up and see if they're working. She's like, yeah. Alrighty? I'll hit the button when you get over there. Nothing like beeping right at the...
Yeah, boy.
Is it working? Just beeping at us? Okay. A team of 6 women programmed the first digital computer. While historians have only recently recognized their accomplishment or the females' discovery credit to men, the females mathematicians were a part of the World War II program of coding.
I feel like I did know that fact.
No, I thought the women programmed it during 1969 when they're trying to get the man to the moon, like in the 60s. But this is further back. This is like during the World War II is during the 40s. So that's even crazier, or at least that's how I look at it.
Hi, Brian.
Oh, you just missed our elephant. He would appreciate that
Right.
one.
He can go back and watch it on YouTube. He won't.
He won't. I was gonna say, we're talking about Brian. Okay, another fun fact. The moon has its own time zones.
Really?
No, yes. It's smacking me. Why would I tell you a lie here? This is the fun facts of all.
It was more rhetorical.
Have
they been on the moon that long? Like, walked around it for it to...
Well, no, we
How do they
haven't.
do
We
that?
haven't been to the dark side of the moon. That's actually a real thing. Like, there's a, yeah, no, but
So how do they know that?
and that's it's basically it's the amount of time that the moon takes to revolve around the Earth, like rotate around the Earth. That's its own time zone, if you will. Like, it has its own set of time for that.
Oh.
If you like to complain, you can call up the NASA and be like, "Yep, you better hit some buttons." All right. Oh, I actually like this one. The way you eat Oreos say something about your personality.
How do you eat Oreos?
I leave them in the box. I'm not a big Oreo eater, but when I do eat them, it's usually the whole container in it. That I don't eat them again. No, I don't know. I just eat them. Like, I don't twist them. I don't dunk them. Even though once in a blue moon, if I'm feeling super crazy, I'll smash them all up, and then I'll just pour them into milk, and then I'll kind of eat them that way. But
I don't like milk.
neither do I. But usually the Oreos take away from the milk, if you know what I mean. I don't put a lot of milk. It's just enough that it absorbs into the cookie.
I don't like a soggy cookie. I'll eat Oreos like just as is, but if they're like flavored, I really like the chocolate one. I use my tongue game to get. I don't want to.
Oh, you just read half of it. So Brian writes, I use my tongue game to get the cream off the Oreo.
I do like if it's a chocolate cream filling, I'll like
Oreos
take it
don't
apart
have
and eat
chocolate cream. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They have everything. I do like vanilla.
it. Fuck out of here.
What is wrong with you?
We don't have the amount of time.
Do it. All right. So Kraft Foods once surveyed hundreds of Oreo eaters. Biters are easygoing and self-confident, while self-confident.
Not me.
That's why I'm a biter. While Dunkers display more energetic and adventurous qualities, Twisters, on the other hand, are sensitive and trendy.
Well, that's Brian.
We love you, Brian. I feel like that's my line. Love you, Brian.
Love you too.
Um,
Yeah, the only time I twist it if it's flavored on the inside. And I only like the chocolate ones.
so in other words, you just eat the cream on the inside and then put the cookie back?
No, I'll eat the cookies too.
After you've eaten the cream?
After cream, yeah.
So you have to clean out the whole cream, then eat the cookies. Brian writes, haha, so true. You know it's bad when you're like, oh, even I know it's true.
Yeah.
So you, like, do you ever eat
I don't eat the cookie for enjoyment. I like the inside.
So you just eat the inside and not the outside.
I'm not
It's
a
like,
waste.
yeah, you can't waste it, so you just eat it.
Yeah.
That's why I like putting it in milk. Just like
Or sometimes I like take it off and I eat the cookie first and then
Wait
I
a
eat
minute,
the
take
filling.
what off?
The filling.
Oh, the filling.
Yeah,
Like,
I take
you,
it out.
You know what I do like?
I like to like see if I can get all of it out in one piece.
It's like a big test for you. It's like this life challenge.
It is.
No, I do.
I do use my teeth though.
That's what she said.
No, I do like double stuff. Can I eat the whole thing? Double
Did you ever
stuff?
have the most stuff?
Yes, I have. Like, but I had a friend who used to take out all the fillings.
No, absolutely
and
not.
then put it into
No.
like not crazy, but
Yeah,
he would make
no.
like that, and then he would just
No.
eat that one.
Something's wrong about that.
And then, but then I would look at him like, you have all these cookies left, and you're not eating them. And he goes, yeah, well, I can only make 3 ultimate cookies. And I'm like, yeah, that's a way. I can't do that.
Right.
But I'm not a big Oreo eater anyway, so like it literally has to be one of those things where the Oreo, like I have to be 100% in the mood. I don't know why. Same thing with Chips Ahoy. I will be like, nah, and then it's like, yes, I want, and I'll buy it, and then it's gone in one night. Like I'm a fatty.
Yeah, I like Chips Ahoy, but like the original ones.
Yeah, me too.
I don't
The original.
like.
Not
I don't
soft,
like this. No.
not.
That's the only hard cookie I like.
Shannon likes the boss likes the one with the peanut butter in them, and I can't. And when I eat them, I can never taste the peanut butter. Well, as you can tell, if you watch our food tasting, I can't taste much. A group of bunnies is a fluffle.
Fluffle.
Fluffle. That's right. I can read. Be impressed.
What do bunnies do when they get together?
Yeah. Beep show. If you were part of our live, I know. Hopefully the boss is off.
Fuck you, Brian.
Hey, easy. He's the only one that's watching us. Be nice to the guy.
Brian says Chips Ahoy are low key nasty. So are you.
That's so true too.
That's what she said.
Most people dub them in herds, but in Canada they use the much cuter word fluffle.
Okay, good for them.
Okay, this one you're gonna love. This one you're gonna love. Let's hold on. I want to. Chocolate is a kinda fruit.
I did know that one.
Now I can feel better when I'm eating a lot of chocolate. I'm eating a fruit salad.
Right.
In more greater chocolate news, the cocoa powder basically darkens our chocolate bars comes from the bean, or the fruit. Mm-hmm. So it's a fruit. So
have you ever seen it
before?
I've
seen it like when they rip it open
Yeah.
and it's all the beans. And I actually watched the whole thing. I get hooked on those. Like I am the worst YouTuber. Like I'll watch the stupidest.
You just
things.
go down the YouTube rabbit hole.
I do.
Yeah, same.
That and like I told you, I listen to a lot of these history or mythology stuff, and I get like all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is a 45 minutes. Boom! It's like it's over. I'm like, what?
That's how I feel.
No, I'm serious. Like 9 out of 10, I'm like, what? It's over. I hate it
Yeah.
because I get hooked and then
Well, this
Then
could be a
also
part
the
2
next-
somewhere.
no, what happens is, and then it takes you to another one you listen to, and then it's another one, and next thing I know, I feel like the only problem is I feel like it's too much. That's my biggest thing. It's too much. Like I can't remember. Like I'll say, "Hey, I know," and I'll know like A, but I won't know B. Like I'm like, "What is this?"
You know some facts, but
Yeah, like I
Not the
remember.
full picture.
Like I'll like. What happens a lot of times? I'll find a lot of stuff about history, and I'll be like, I'll listen to the whole thing, and I'll be like, and it'll be like 3 things about history or certain things that all tied together, and I'll remember like A and B, and I'll remember the third one that kind of like, and I'll be like, what? And I don't know. I like it, and it's annoying because I find sometimes I'll listen to the same one over again because I'll be like, oh yeah. So the next one is the largest sandcastle in the world, measured 54 feet.
what does
54
it
feet
look
high.
like?
It was a castle and it had like sea things all around it. It wasn't. I saw it and I was like, "Oh, that's not impressive." But well, it was impressive, but it was like, "Oh, no, okay, like all
Is there
right."
a button for that?
It took 168 trucks over a week to deliver enough sand for this carefully sculptured masterpiece. All I can think of is so in a week. Can you imagine if it rains?
You know, I was just thinking. Imagine they get like just about done, or they just put it on,
Like,
and all of a sudden a hurricane.
Well, I don't know a hurricane. People would know when the hurricane's coming, but rain,
Right, it's just like out of nowhere.
like how would
I
they?
can just picture it like on the beach and then like some like typhoon.
So
or
I don't know.
whatever.
I'm going to tell a Rhode Island joke here, but they just told us on Sunday we were supposed to have a dusting. And we had.
Oh my god! It wouldn't stop. You're like 6 inches. Dusting compared to the first blizzard, I guess.
I will tell you, I was not prepared. They were like, "Oh, just a dusting of snow," and I'm
Right.
like, "Okay." And usually it's like 10 feet of snow's coming, and then we get a dusting. And we
Right.
walked out, and I was like, I actually laid up. Was like, okay, we better do our errands kind of early. She goes, well, it's kind of snowing. Better get it done. You know, get home. It's like, I'm like, by the next morning, I have to shovel my whole driveway. I'm like, nice effing dusting. I was so mad. So if you drove by my house, you probably could hear me complain. Like I was like every shovel was me. Some tears came down. Some empty dreams kind of came through. All right. Moonflower actually blooms to the moon. The response to the moon. There's a flower.
Really? Fuck off! It's rhetorical.
Sunflowers will follow the sun as it moves across the sky, but there is a lunar counterpart.
Sorry.
What?
Brian said the one time a man said under the proper measurement. And Sam says Mother Nature ain't a man, that's for sure.
Oh no, this is worse than the live. I'm spilling. But they're so I'm going to read this again.
Okay.
Sunflowers will follow the sun as it moves across the sky, but they have a lunar counterpart. Only opens after nightfall or on cloudy days. That's kind of weird. How does it do cloudy days if it goes by the moon? Must
It's
be.
a depressed flower.
It's a moonflower.
That's what she said.
All right. Only Brian can.
What's the next one here?
All right. We're all stars. We are all stars. Okay, technically we're all made of stardust, but that's still pretty cool. Recently, research found that humans and the galaxy share 97% of the same kind of atoms. I really found that
Who's
interesting.
Adam?
I don't know. It must be hanging out with Jim. I actually thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I bet you Brian's excited to know he's a little stardust in him.
Not the only thing he's got.
What you say?
Oh, hey.
Alrighty.
Keep it up with the dad jokes, and you're gonna get this.
Okay, boomer. Okay.
All right, there's a world record for the most world record titles.
What is it? How many?
How many what?
How many world records do they have?
It belongs to a Brooklyn, New York resident. Oh no. It's I'm going to say Mr. Furman, who held more than 700 Guinness World Records in his lifetime, ranging from the heaviest shoe walk.
What?
Yeah, it was 323 pounds shoes on each foot that he would walk, to the most baseballs held in a glove, which was 26.
So many.
Yeah. Thank God he said baseball glove. I don't know.
He said baseballs and not softballs.
Remember, when it turns green, it's been over 4 hours. Need to go to the doctors. Blue is a different story.
Right.
And if anyone watched our live, you would get that inside joke.
Right.
And if you didn't, I'm
Shame
sorry.
on you.
It was fun. It was fun.
You just have to come to the next one. Don't be
Yes.
lame.
Baby sea otters can't swim right away. Their moms will wrap them in a piece of kelp while they hunt until the pups learn how to paddle around on their own. A raft of otters will also hold hands while they sleep so they don't drift apart.
So
Go ahead.
the moms kelp them out.
Wow, you're really hot today. Man, I didn't even think you had this many in you.
Did you know that they also... Oh, no, those are penguins. I was going to say they give a rock.
No, they do. You're right.
Okay,
No,
okay.
go ahead.
So they give a little rock as like... It's like a...
And it helps them break open the oysters.
Yeah.
Oh, you're thinking of a penguin who gives it to the other one
Right, for
as a
love.
gift.
Yeah.
No, that's a penguin.
Yeah.
But otters use rocks, and they break... Yeah, I'm hitting my chest because that's what they do. They put the rock there, and they break the oyster on the rock.
That's cute.
Thank you.
With the otter.
That's gross. You can hear my fat smack. A dollar bill doesn't live as long as you think. Yeah, I know that.
So they die.
It's those special clubs you
Did
go
you
to.
know there's like a high percentage of... They're not that dollar bill been down a stripper's panties.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. That's why you tell your kids don't lick the dollar.
What the...
Yeah, you never were told as a kid don't put money in your mouth?
No.
Oh, you just knew that, huh? You're a smart kid. I guess I was a stupid one.
Wow,
Well, that's not anything. But no, I remember telling kids all the time.
I did swallow a quarter once.
So I guess they did tell you.
Came back up instantly.
Ding. I hope you people get a laugh of us trying to do this. So
Sam, I hope this is on your TV.
I don't. I know this. I can't believe you guys watched that on TV.
We did.
Can you imagine my face on a big...
I'll take a picture next time and send it to you.
Don't. According to the Federal Reserves, each buck lasts about 6.6 years, and there's about $1.79 trillion of U.S. currency in circulation right now.
What?
Oh, it's not a dollar. I read it wrong. I'm sorry. It's see where it went to the. It said it's a trillion.
Oh.
See it?
1.79
1.7 trillion. But it was separated, so I said a dollar. But it does look like $1.79 right there. I didn't make sense. I should have read that in my head first. All right, you're the better reader.
That's not saying much.
Hey, look, I usually read in Braille. That's one thing I wanted to learn. I did want to learn how to read Braille. I would just think you could easily write things to people when they do not know in Braille. And be like, here you go. It's like a secret. It's not a secret, but you know, like...
It's like Morse code.
Beep, 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 beep. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Do you know why it's called a buck? The dollar bill. You know why it's called a buck? I actually know this.
Deer. It's not a doe.
No, seriously. Do you know why?
No.
Because years ago in the West, they used to gamble and have poker. So what happened was there used to be a dollar. Remember, if you think about it, a long time ago, a dollar was a lot of money. Mm-hmm. That used to be in front of you, and you were the dealer. And then what you do is you'd pass the buck, right? So then what happened was that wasn't called a buck. Like that, you passed the dollar. And then what happened was they started realizing leaving that money wasn't there because someone would end up taking it when they're not supposed to. Mm-hmm. And so they changed it to a knife. So they put a knife in front of you, like somebody's knife, which was a buck knife, which later on be past the buck. And then it ended up being called a dollar called the buck because of that situation.
It's interesting.
You're like, I don't care. But that's why it's called the buck, is because of the knife.
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to see if... Oh, there we go. Franklin Lloyd Wright's son invented the Lincoln Logs. The famous architect designed for the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo inspired John Lloyd Wright to produce the interlocking log beams on a much smaller scale for kids.
I played with those a lot as a kid.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't figure them out. Did you really?
Yeah, in school.
Why? Oh, did they have?
They had them in school.
Did they?
Mm-hmm. I loved playing with those. I would hate...
Did you make like log cabins, and you go like super big? Do you make log hotels?
I did as many as I could, and then sometimes there wasn't like an even amount for it.
Oh
my god, it really bothered me.
Up right there, criminal scum.
That's what I have to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
The northern cardinal is the most popular state bird.
What the fuck? Why?
Yeah, when I read this, it's crazy. Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia all picked it as their favorite species. The western meadowlark comes second as the honoree in 6 other states. We couldn't come up with our own birds?
Right.
That's crazy. They were like, someone look out the window and be like, there's a robin. That's our bird.
Why do we have to have a favorite bird?
Because it's just something all the states did.
Why?
Because we all wanted to be cool, okay?
So we all picked the same one.
Yeah, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7, and then there's a
When was
western.
6?
It was 6.
How original.
So that's like 12. That's almost 13 states were like,
Same
we
one.
all got the same one. No, it's not the 13th state.
Yeah.
But
13 colonies, come on.
oh, sorry, excuse me. It's not though. It's not. Illinois was not one. Oh, I like this one. You know, you can major in wine at Cornell University,
I did know that you can major in wine. I
and
just didn't
it's
know where.
basically all about wine making and all that stuff.
Yeah, one of Karen's friends actually was getting wine certified.
That's actually-
But she actually went to Italy for it. Or she's going to Italy to finish up.
Well, that's more impressive than going. Well, Cornell's still a good school, so I can't even believe there's a school for that. I mean, like you can.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, that's just crazy.
School for anything.
I know. I just found out that actually there's a school in Massachusetts that you can get a degree on gaming.
I didn't
like,
know there was
like video games.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was a.
That's not even like making video games.
Yeah.
It's playing.
Yeah.
My brain hurts. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Not every Model T was black. For the first few years of production, Ford's famous car came in gray, green, blue, and red. It was only after 1914 that customers would order any color as long as it wasn't black, as the dark paint dried fast than the other hues. And I'm not sure. What does it mean, dark paint dried faster? Oh, I get it. You painted
The black.
black was easier to roll out with the
Yeah.
other ones. Oh, okay, I got
Yeah,
that.
it took less time for them to
I
come out.
don't know. I'd take a black Model T. I love those cars, man.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, you know, with the little headlights and.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Where is it?
You have it there?
That's what she said.
All right. Oh, I actually didn't know this either. I love looking up. Like I actually like looked up these things and got like excited. I was like, I don't know this. Save this.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Save this. The only one NFL team has a plant for a logo. So I was seeing there going through every team in my head because I was one of those like you read the title and you're like, okay.
Which one is it?
They're like the Bears. You're like, no. You're like the Patriots. You're like, no. You're like Miami Dolphins. Like I went
Definitely,
through.
that's
like I
definitely
went
a
through
plant.
all of them.
Yeah.
I went through all of them. Couldn't come up with this.
What is it?
Yeah, ready for this? This is a brain teaser. The New Orleans Saints. The symbol they actually that's on the helmet is actually a lily. That
It is?
it is, but but there's more.
It's a masculine one.
Wait, there's more. Wait, there's more. It was put on a French monarchy, made it look like that. You know, like what we see that. And it's also the state symbol for Louisiana, and it's on the Quebec flag. But it's actually a lily. So it's actually a flower. I know it because I always
It
thought
doesn't
it
look
was
like
like
one.
a yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but it's supposed to be. I don't.
I guess I can see it.
I think
but-
it's a flower that they saw, and then they kind of designed it a little more, like you know, because I literally went through everything. I'm like, the Saints was the last thing, but
Right.
now I get it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I can see it. It's just like would never. If you like say what is this, I would never been.
I would
able to
never
tell
say
you.
a flower. Yeah,
Right.
I would say that's a crest or something. Like
Right.
before I say it's flower. This is easy. I actually knew this one, but I kind of threw this out for because sometimes I feel like the ones I know. Sometimes I feel like people might not know. But pumpkin, squash, and grouds. You know what grouds is, right? Grouds.
Gourds.
Gourds. Can read. I'm glad you can read.
Where's at the end?
Oh yeah.
Grounds.
Duh, me can read. Are technically the same species.
I did know that one.
Yeah, I think everyone knows that. But that's I didn't know this though, that the species actually started in Mexico over 10,000 years ago. So it actually came from Mexico. I'm sure they
Did it? Somebody told me that we're not getting avocados from Mexico anymore. Is that true?
There is a shortage. Yeah, I heard there's
Really?
something going. There's something going on there. I don't know. Something's going
Is
on.
the wall too big?
No, they didn't finish it. Remember? Biden took over. And
Is there an awkward one?
is there an awkward one? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no.
Well,
Here you go.
Here we go.
Oh, the one I loved the press that night. I don't know why I got it. This was really cool. The speed of a computer's mouse is measured in Mickeys.
shut up.
I swear to God. A British scientist first invented the roll ball device in 1946 while working for the Royal Navy, but the word mouse didn't get coined until 1965. So it wasn't mouse, but it was known as Mickey's. Was the
Aww.
boom?
I love that fact. That's my new favorite one.
You won't remember it tomorrow.
Probably not, but
There you go.
if it comes up.
I have to stop that one. It's a long one.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Coca-Cola customers will pay more to drink less ounces. I knew you were going to have this face. Ready? I'll say it one more time. Coca-Cola customers will pay more to drink less ounces.
So what does that mean?
Coca-Cola consumers prefer smaller packaging of their beverage, and they're willing to pay more per ounce. While soda consumption is declining in the U.S., Coca-Cola had a net revenue of $33 billion worldwide last year. Talk about sanitizing. Talk about downsizing there.
Where'd you get sanitizing?
I don't
from?
know. I don't know. But this was actually another one too. I found these really. You know,
I think that's why you put them in there.
no,
They're
literally
interesting.
sometimes like I'll know like stupid facts, and I'm one of those guys. Like I told you that fact that I know. I won't gonna say it because I might say it at the end if there's time.
I
About
forgot what it is.
okay, well, I won't hurt you. But I told you this fact, and I'm already in my head. I'm like, yeah, I read these, and I was like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. It's like Route 95 going on.
Literally so much traffic right now.
I know. I just want to know where the party is afterwards. Elvis only won 3 Grammys.
Really? He's like Leonardo DiCaprio, didn't win shit. Such a great guy, didn't win
Great
anything.
guy. He's a great guy, like you know him. You and Capio, right?
Besties.
The King of Rock and Roll had 18 number 1 hits in his career, but struck out on 11 of his 14 nominations. The record for the most Grammy wins actually belongs to, oh no, would you say George Solti?
Salty?
No, it's not an A, that's an O.
Salty.
Solti. The longtime leader of the Chicago Symphony Orchestra with 31 awards to his name.
Damn.
Yeah, but he's the king of rock and roll. Only 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know how many other people have, like, Michael Jackson has, like, a whole album that, like, he won one for everything, practically. I don't know, that's crazy.
Sheriff. Jeez. Little hog over there. 31.
The lyre bird can mimic almost any sound it hears, including chainsaws. I love when you make these faces.
I love how they have that, including chainsaws. Can make almost any sound.
And
chainsaws. Chainsaws are not a sound. They're their own species.
Not a sound. So if chainsaw is not a sound, can you please display what the sound of a chainsaw goes? I'd love to hear this.
I just don't. Why did they put that out there?
No, go on. I'm ready.
It's time to duel.
Okay, wildlife watchers have recorded the Australian species copying not only other birds but other animals like koalas and artificial sounds such as car alarms and camera shutters.
My favorite animal is the chainsaw. But they don't make any noise.
No, that's the only noise that they make.
Right.
I can't with you today. I don't know what's wrong with you.
We don't got the time.
4 times more people speak English as a second language than as a second language than as a native one. Oh, okay.
That would hurt my brain a little
I
bit.
know. But did you read it? So you read it. 4 times more people speak English as a second language.
I feel like this is them trying to speak English. 4 times more people speak
I think it would be 4 times more people speak English as a second language than their first one.
Yeah.
I think that would be instead of the than as a native one.
Or there are 4 times more
We're just
people.
stupid.
But just like 4 times more people.
So while more
It
people,
just sounds wrong. It sounds like you like.
I didn't write it.
I'm not saying you did. It just sounds wrong.
I know. Well, we'll complain to the people.
Where'd you get this off of?
While more people speak English as a second language, nearly 3 times more people speak Mandarin Chinese natively. English has nearly 2 billion people learning it as a second language, and only 150 million people speak it natively. All I know is the people that you call for tech report thing, they don't speak English. Because I
got the bare minimum. They got their script and that's it.
Wow, it hurts.
Yeah.
And of course, the worst thing is the more you're like, excuse me, I always act like I'm stupid. Like, I'm sorry. What did you say? I'm really slow. I'm not catching. They get mad at me, and I'm like, I'm saying I'm stupid. So shouldn't we be just going, okay, you're stupid. Let me talk to you like. And I always have to say, can we talk to me like a first grader?
Right.
Because I know this, whatever I'm talking about, I don't get. And then they get like,
I think that's why you're calling them.
And I'm like, listen, first of all, I don't know what you're talking about. Second of all, your accent's so strong, I can't understand. Not everybody, but there's. I always seem to get that one nice lady that's. I'm like, what? Excuse you? They're like, what? And then they slow it down, and it's like, how can I help you? And you're like, okay. It's not their fault. It's my fault. I blame myself because British accents all day long. Irish all day long. Scottish, I'm good.
Australian?
I'm good. Oh, no. I had a friend that was Irish, and he had such a strong brogue that I am not joking. Probably 3 words I would understand them. And we used to be at the bar, and this is when I was in my drinking days, and he would tell me a joke 9 out of 10 times, and I would be looking at him like... And then at the end, he would go, and I remember this last joke he told me. He's like, fleas, a dog, fleas. And I'm like, that's the only part I got. When you drink so much, everything's funny.
Right.
That's the best part about drinking so much. That's why I don't drink anymore. But I still find everything funny. Okay. A baby puffin is called a puffling. Puffling.
I can see that. Puffling. I can see that.
Okay, good.
I mean, that wasn't too far off, you know.
I don't know. Puffling?
Puffling? A
Puffling.
baby puffin.
Yeah.
It's a little puffling. Like, no fucking shit, bro. What else would you
To
call
feed its chick, the puffin parent has to carry about 10 fish in its beak at one time. But the biggest record haul is a whopping 62 fish.
What, you can get a couple
Yeah.
more in there?
Funny thing, the puffin's name was Brian. No.
He's not even here anymore.
He's gone. I'm only joking, Brian. I love you. Brian, I love you.
Call me.
No, he'll call you. If you drive south from Detroit, I did know this, you'll hit Canada. You don't even know what Detroit is, so
What?
head. Okay, do you want?
South from
if you-
Detroit,
Yeah, you'll hit
Canada.
Just like
Oh,
if you're,
'cause it-
because
yeah.
if you're at,
Yeah.
think about this: if you're in New York in the Niagara Falls, there's Canada right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's kind of like it does one of these weird things. So if you drive just right, yeah.
Hmm.
Heading north from Windsor. Heading north from Windsor, across from the Detroit River, you can reach the good old U.S. of A.
Fantastic.
I just thought some of these are interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of geeky like this. I guess nobody else likes this. It's all right. Don't have to watch. I'm enjoying myself. The odds of getting a royal flush is exactly 1 to 649,000. We'll just round up.
740.
Yeah, 740. Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you took about like you rounded out. I'm like, wait a minute. Poker fiends have a slight better chance of laying down a royal flush. Try. Oh my gosh! Out of.
Ow, you're
Oh,
right.
jeez.
Say that again. Start over.
I know, but holy! I'm actually reading this like a chance. So you get 42% of getting a single pair, but the odds of you getting that 5-card thing is 7,000, and for you to get a straight 700. No, 7,000.
Oh, I was reading up here.
7,000, and then if you're trying to get a straight flush, it's 70,000.
I only go gay.
No straight flush for you.
No flush. for
Just
you.
gay flush. Just gay flush. Gross. No one wants
Yeah,
it.
no flushy.
Don't talk about that. we don't talk about
No,
Bruno.
You gotta set yourself up for that one.
The Oscars used to give out an award for children performers. That's how it should. That seems fair to me.
Why don't they do it anymore?
I haven't read that part yet, but I'm just saying.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, but that seems fair to me. Like, they're just kids, so why wouldn't you? Because you can't put a kid against someone who's, an adult.
Yeah.
That just makes sense. I don't know why they don't. The award show discontinued the Academy Award in 1960 after famous names like Shirley Temple and Judy Garland nabbed the honor. Also, no longer on the ballot. Best dance, direction, and best title writing. So wait a minute. Just because Shirley Temple is the best actress for 10 years, why wouldn't you just keep it? Because eventually she's going to get to the age where she's going to go for the adult version.
Right.
That's stupid. It's because
Pretty
too
dumb.
many people want it, like, I hate that. It's like, oh,
Everyone gets praise.
yeah, and it's 1960 when that's not how it used to be. So what? She wanted 100 times, or Julie Garden, or Mickey Rooney, because he was a big kid actor before he became an adult actor. Okay, this was really cool because I would never guess this. You can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from more than 2 miles away.
God damn. What does that sound like up close?
Ba-boom.
I think it's a little bit louder than that.
Ba-boom. Yeah, I know, but we have a thing. If I go too loud, it'll shut off the thing. The world's largest animal weighs about 400 pounds and approximately is the size of a small piano. That really doesn't explain why you can hear it 2 miles away, but I guess it's that if you think of how big it is. And of course it's underwater, so you probably don't hear it. But if it was above water, I wonder if you could hear it 2 miles away. Thump.
Right.
I thought that was would you ever guess that?
No.
She's like, I wouldn't even think of it. All right, Neil.
What else can you hear?
What's that?
Just what else can you hear?
Oh, I can hear lots of stuff. Just
I hear
can't.
the voices.
I just don't hear the flush. Neil Armstrong didn't say that's one step for man. That's one small step for man.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
The astronaut says it's one step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. And I guess
it's a whole like Mandela effect thing.
Yeah. There's lots of those. Even though I'm pretty good on a lot of those, I don't like. I saw where they have one of those TikTok things where you go like this or that, and every time I see someone play it, I'm like, this one. They go, I'm like, this one. I always seem to guess them right, but I'm sure I'm sure there's one I won't know or I didn't know. This Facebook has more users than many major populations. At 2.89 billion monthly users, Facebook overshadows China, 1.4 billion, and India's 1.3 billion populations. Yeah,
Damn.
but here's the trick. That's everybody.
Right, it's the whole world.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I've talked to people that are from England. I know people that are from Australia. I know like lots of people. So if you took this whole world and just left India and China out, that's a lot of people.
Yeah. Got a lot of
That's
Earth to cover here.
That's not even talking about all the fake names out there.
Right.
Or the robots. And by the way,
scammers.
we don't have any of that as likes on Facebook on the Goofy Geek. M&M stands for Mars and Murray's.
I think I looked that up a million years ago.
Yeah, I
but
know. It's one of those things
think
you know, but then you
Right.
kind of forget. Like that whole sliced bread and Betty White trick.
Yeah.
Forrest Mars, son of the Mars Company founder, first spotted a British confection smartie during the Spanish Civil War. Oh my God, Spanish Civil War, that was so long ago. And noticed the candy shell prevented the chocolate from melting. He teamed up with Bruce Murray, the son of Hershey chocolate president, and the company later trademarked the melt in your mouth, not in your hand slogan, which is BS, because I've had them melt in my hands.
I've definitely read that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
I know it after you told me.
No, no, I definitely, I
No, I
think like in high school or
No. There's a lot of
school or
things.
something like that.
Like
we
there's a
talked
lot
about
of things you know but don't know. Like I went through his list.
It's not something I'm keeping in my brain forever. You know?
Yeah, it's weird because I went through some of this and I was like, I know that. And then there were some things I didn't know. And there were some things I was like, oh, I got to put this in because it was so, for me, like, oh, this is my favorite. I don't even care if no one else likes this. Oh yeah, this is. I was supposed to read this before. I'm sorry. The largest known living organism is the Aspen grove, and that we talked about earlier.
Oh, the big tree.
Yeah, the big tree. It's this is the amazing part of it is that it's actually they predict it's over 80,000 years old, and it takes up 100 acres. That's the part that I wanted to read them back to back, but I messed them up. Sorry, guys.
You're fired.
I'm out.
Is there a fired one?
No. Yeah, there is. Hold on. We won't find it because we just said it. Go back. Oh, yeah, see, no. That's the only bad thing about doing this.
We should just look them up real quick.
It's never as fast as you want it. And sometimes they keep changing it, which is good and bad. Because I'm always like, yeah, how about this?
You bully me. Why you bully me?
Yeah, why? I knew this already, but I like this one. The voices of Mickey and Minnie got married in real life.
I did know that one. Of course I knew that one.
Wayne Allwine and Russie Taylor were married for 18 years until Allwine's death in 2009.
But Mickey and Minnie never got married.
No, he's holding out.
Mm-hmm.
Which I never got. Like, I don't understand why they didn't marry their significant others.
Mm.
Even Goofy got married. Even Goofy got married.
Right.
We
And
just don't know.
kids.
We don't. Yeah, Max.
Well, they could.
Yeah. The crown jewel contains the two biggest diamonds. Excuse me, the two biggest cut diamonds on Earth. Which I did know that.
How big are they?
One. They both came from the. They both came from. I can't even say. Cullinan diamond. A 3,106 carat gem found in Africa. Oh, so it's actually one that they cut into two. The largest stone.
Damn.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, I wonder what that looks like.
I'll just tell you, you and I will never get to see it. We'll never see that.
That's okay.
Oh, I actually found out two informations on this, which I found for something else. Okay. I feel like this has been said 1,000 times on Facebook, but I kind of had like a runner-up here. The unicorn is the national animal for Scotland. Are you all right? What do you do?
Nothing. It's really the... Unicorns are really the national...
Scotland, yes. Although it's a fable creature, the national animal of Scotland is actually the mythical unicorn, chosen because of its association with charity and dominance, as well as purity and innocence in the Celtic mythology. The only thing I will tell you about this, I was actually studying this. Do you know where the story of unicorns? There was this legend of, and then the Vikings would go hunt narwhals, and cut their horns.
Narwhals.
Narwhals.
No, narwhals.
No. No. What? How are you saying it?
Nar.
Whales.
Whales.
Okay, no, narwhal. It's not actually whales. It doesn't say whales.
Okay.
I'll look it up, but I'm telling you, it's
Narwhal.
no. And they cut off the horns, and they started more of the rumor of these unicorns being magical. They would sell it to the people who believed it.
So why are unicorns not real, but giraffes are? What's more believable? A horse with a horn?
Mm-hmm. Or
this long neck animal with spots?
That's what she said.
You mean to tell me that unicorns don't sound real over a freaking giraffe?
No. I think they both can sound real. I mean, I don't know. They both sound real to me. Because, I mean, there are so many animals I seem to... I watch a lot of nature shows, too. I don't watch as much as I used to, but I used to watch a lot of nature shows. And there's things I'm like... I got to tell you one thing. Nature shows are the best to watch, but the worst. Because I literally won't move to certain places. I'm like, nope. Nope. They're like, deep in Australia. Nope. Nope. This can sometimes be in. I'm like, nope. Or the worst thing is I watch those. You ever watch those stickies? Yeah, it's a play in Australia, and well, it's in America too. But they do these videos and they make candy. They make like lollipops, yes. And I got really hooked on these. And they start talking about hunter spiders, and this kid's like, "Oh yeah, there's a hunter spider in my shower. Oh, I think it's gonna have babies." And I'm like, first of all,
I'd burn the house down.
First of all, having one in my house is bad, but now it's like watching me when I'm naked.
Right.
What? No. When
and now it's pregnant, and now how many eyes are gonna be on me?
Like, I don't know. I didn't want the shower curtain to even come that close to me.
Right.
Forget even a spider that's the size of a crab, bigger than a crab, in the corner. I'm like, this has to be one big bathroom.
Kelsey would have a whole meltdown. Kelsey would burn down the house.
And they're like,
every house around it.
And all of them are like, oh, they're sweet animals. They don't bother you. I'm like, they eat snake and birds.
Well, you're a snake or a bird?
Could be a lot mistaken.
I do want to hold a tarantula, though.
I don't want to do it again. They're actually more, I hate to say it's prickery, because they have like prickery type of like coarse. Yeah, but they're not like nice furry. Yeah. They're kind of like, as soon as I take off my hand, I felt like I had to, like, I'm like, because it's itchy. I did the whole snake thing too.
No, I can't do snakes.
No, not my friend had a snake, and
fuck that. No,
you want to hear something bad? I'll tell you something. We got drunk one night, and the next morning we woke up and the snake was gone.
Oh no!
I told him it was a full week, and he's like, I haven't seen it forever, and still haven't seen it. I'm like, to this day, I haven't slept over his house ever again. I was like, my luck, I'll get drunk and I'm
probably at your house now.
No,
probably to go home.
I probably died in the winter, but American Pie isn't exactly American at all. I'm sorry.
What is it?
The next time you call something as American as apple pie, you might want to consider that fact is neither apple pies nor apples originally came from America. Apples are in fact native to Asia, and the first the first recorded recipe for American pie is actually written in England.
I believe that.
Me too. Because I feel like that's what America is. Mm-hmm. Whatever we have that's like...
It was actually we're just fake.
I mean, baseball's almost cricket.
Right.
Like, you can break down. Rugby's almost football. Mm-hmm. Like, mixed between soccer.
Yeah.
And American football, not,
Yeah.
This is a good one for Miss Kelsey and you. Some cats are allergic to people. FYI, for all the people allergic to cats, they might be allergic to you. It's pretty uncommon due to the fact that we bathe ourselves more often than other species, and we don't shed as much hair or dead skin, but it does happen.
Did you know that you're probably allergic to... If you're allergic to cats, you're probably allergic to their saliva, not actually the cat, because they lick themselves clean.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just
I try not to kiss any anymore.
What are we talking about?
That's what she said.
The longest wedding veil was longer than 63 football fields.
Fuck
Why?
that.
Why?
Why?
I just don't get it. Why? Why the need? Like, when...
Whose was it? Does it say?
Yeah, will you calm down? Can you just...
I need all the facts at once, bitch.
Yes, Daddy. If you thought Meghan Markle's wedding veil was long, get this. A woman in Cyprus? Cyprus, who set the Guinness World Record for the longest wedding veil. How long was it, you ask? It was nearly 23,000 feet, which is the same length of 63.5 football fields.
Okay, so I'm just picturing how my veil came in. Came in like a little, like, you know, like a little box. Could you imagine the fucking size of the box?
Yours goes to what? To the middle of your back or to your butt?
To my butt.
Okay.
Could you imagine the box that came in?
I just don't.
How did they have that much tool?
Like,
or whatever they use?
Like, literally, in my head, is you have to. Like, you don't walk anywhere. You can't walk down. There's no way you can walk down.
Right.
There's, like, you would have to just kind of. Or if you walked, like, someone's standing behind you, but everything else is stationary.
Right.
Or the fact that, okay, I'm going to put it on. I got the world record, you know.
And then you cut it up and sell it to other people. I don't get it.
I don't get that.
How heavy is it?
It doesn't say.
I want to know.
I don't know.
If you're going to have the facts, you need to have
I don't
them all.
know at all. You can look these up if you don't believe me and you want to look in more detail. You can look it up. I'm just trying to do the best I can. Okay. Oh, this one. I picked this one for your dad.
For my dad.
For your dad. Gary, do you know why there is 100 folds in a chef's hat? Yes, the tall pleated white hats that chefs wear technically is called a
Toque?
toque?
Toque? I don't know.
Has 100 folds for a reason.
What is it?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. It's the number of ways he or she
Keep going.
knows how to prepare an egg.
Prepare an egg?
To prepare an egg, there's 100 ways that all chefs have to know. I assume from this thing that they have to know how to make an egg. What are you looking for?
It was legitness. Yeah, it was, huh?
Oh, I like
That's
this
really
one.
what I was looking for, but
I gotta make sure I get these in. According to Webster's dictionary, the hashtag symbol is technically called a octothorpe.
take your time.
Octothorpe.
The hashtag is?
Yes. I always knew it as
As
a
in the
pound
pound?
sound. That's my day. Octo meaning 8 points on the popular symbol, but the thorpe remains a mystery. But there is one theory that the old Thorpe word, Old English, was meant village. Based on this idea, the symbol looks like a village surrounded by 8 fields. Which is, if you think a pound sign, the middle, and then there's 8.
Huh.
I
mean, okay. I don't think I'd ever, I can see where they're coming from, but
I don't
think I'd, look at it and be like, oh, yep, that's a village.
Well, I think, years ago...
I think tic-tac-toe, you know?
Yeah, but these are all things that it didn't start off as.
No, I know.
I only have one other thing that I said I wasn't going to do, but I'm going to do because that's how I roll.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if I can get this right. And we just talked about this.
Okay.
John Taylor, which is the 10th president, he was born when George Washington was president, so that was the first president. Mm-hmm. And we talked it was 17, was it 80 something that we talked about?
I don't remember.
It was 80 something when we talked that he was president.
Mm-hmm.
Now John Taylor became the 10th president of the U.S. in 1841, 20 years before the Civil War. Okay. His grandson just died in 2020.
That's still so weird.
So what happens is, I read about this. His first wife dies, and he is in his late 60s. I don't want to say 70 because I think the first child was born in the 70s. But he meets a woman that's 21 and marries her by she's 22. And she has 7 children with him.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot of kids.
So here's the question. Here's what I say is, I assume the grandson that just passed away was probably the youngest. Because if you figure he was 70 with his first kid, 7 later... Oh. Hey, good for this guy pumping him out at 80. I'm surprised he didn't pop a hip out.
There's no birth control back then.
No, that was big. And she was a prima donna too.
Was she?
Oh yeah, like we talk about how guys are creepy with girls or whatever with trying to get power. She basically gets power crazy and ends up doing like becoming like the queen of first ladies, if you will, like big balls and big like dances.
Same.
Mike, that's the wrong number.
All right.
Just real quick, if you guys want to give us a topic,
We're running out of ideas.
that'd be great.
Right.
You can write to the Goofy Geek page, or you could write underneath the comments underneath this. You're always welcome to write underneath the comments, no matter what. I like to thank everyone that sits and listens to us. Thank you, Gary. I also like to thank the Goofy Geek Boutique for sponsoring us.
Oh, we're sorry.
I'm taking a sip because I just cheered you. And if you guys liked our sound effects, there you go. Hopefully they'll be better. That's what we needed for you.
What's your profanity? What's your profanity?
Remember, we're live on the Goofy Geek page on Thursdays at 7 o'clock.
The fuck?
I know. My brain went to 6. At 7 o'clock. Also, we are on YouTube on Tuesdays. We don't do a time because it just always comes out on Tuesdays.
Yep. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that comment, hit that bell.
Oh, that fun stuff.
Yeah.
I never can remember that. You know what else I love? When I watch YouTube, they always have like the same opening, and we're just like, hey, hi.
I say hi, friends, every time.
I know, you do say hi, friend. Me, I don't. I don't have a thing. So I want to say thank you to everyone, and we are jumping off. And see you guys next week, or we'll see you on Tuesday. Make sure if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.